Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, Watson completes it to Evan Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 39 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert off of play action. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Watson on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Isabella with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's Eckler to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Watson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the Silver Power doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding Walker complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 21.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Bulldozes past him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He did it again. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to run this with a tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Watson now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Watson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And Watson's going to throw it here. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Giants.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Watson off play action. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. He's got it complete to Thompson. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Throwing there, but this pass